for the opening 5-minute statement. Nice to see you again. Over to you, please.
Mr. Chair, thank you for again inviting us to discuss our report on ArriveCAN. I would like to acknowledge that this hearing is taking place on the traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. This audit examined whether the Canada Border Services Agency, the Public Health Agency of Canada, and Public Services and Procurement Canada managed all aspects of the ArriveCAN application in a way that delivered value for money. I would like to note that the Treasury Board of Canada Secretariat was not examined as part of our audit. The Secretariat is responsible for ensuring that tax dollars are spent wisely and effectively for Canadians. The Treasury Board of Canada has issued policies and directives on program management and contracting to departments and agencies. When it comes to contracting and procurement, Public Services and Procurement Canada has also developed the supply manual. Comme nous l'avons indiqué dans notre rapport, même si le
As we noted in our report, while the Secretariat had put in place some flexibility in the procurement and contracting processes during the pandemic to allow for the desired outcomes to be achieved in a timely manner, it had emphasised that government organisations still needed to exercise due diligence, control spending, and document their decisions to ensure accountability. In our previous appearances before this committee, we have stated that in the case of ArriveCAN, we did not find records that clearly showed what was spent, what it was spent on, who did the work, or how and why contracting decisions were made. These records should have existed. Mr. Chairperson, this concludes my opening statement, and we'd be happy to answer any questions from members of the committee. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson and members of the committee, for the invitation to appear before you to discuss Report 1 of the Auditor General on ArriveCAN. Before I begin, I would like to point out that I am speaking to you from the unceded traditional territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people.
Great job of that, Mr. Chair, so I'm going to skip that. Mr. Chair, Canadians expect the Government of Canada to be well managed. They also expect their government to have the rules and controls in place for the sound management of their tax dollars. Audits like the one performed by the Auditor General of Canada on ArriveCAN are important instruments to ensure those expectations continue to be met. The findings of the Auditor General are clear and sobering. Requirements and good management practices were not followed. As the Auditor General has noted several times, the rules were there, but compliance was not. Monsieur le Président, le gouvernement du Canada.
Mr. Chairperson, the Government of Canada has put in place rigorous multi-level controls for public procurement. These rules are enshrined in law, notably the Financial Administration Act, as well as in mandatory Treasury Board policies. Together, they set out clear requirements for the administration of government, which deputy ministers must meet, including those relating to financial management and procurement. In addition, departments and agencies have an audit function to identify and address internal weaknesses in existing controls. We promote compliance with these requirements through training and guidance, such that employees across the government apparatus are aware of their obligations and act accordingly.
I am deeply concerned by the findings of the Auditor General's report. We have taken note of CBSA's response to the recommendations and will be closely monitoring their action to ensure that identified issues and deficiencies are addressed. Again, as the Auditor General has noted, we do not believe that more rules are the answer. Procurement is already complex enough. Rather, this issue serves as a clear reminder that departments and agencies need to ensure that they are placing the utmost importance on ensuring that procurements are fair, open, transparent, and withstand the closest public scrutiny. Parlant de transparence, il est essentiel que les Canadiens et Canadiennes
On the issue of transparency, it's crucial that Canadians be able to count on transparent, reliable information when it comes to government procurement activities. Unfortunately, recent reports, including those from the Media and the Procurement Ombudsperson's Office, have highlighted problems with the proactive publication of contracts.
I have asked all institutions to confirm the number and value of all contracts they have issued to GC Strategies, Dalian, Coradix, and joint ventures between Dalian and Coradix. All institutions must verify that the information about these contracts posted on the Open Government Portal is complete and accurate. Mr. Chair, information regarding GC Strategies and its previous corporate entity, Corradal Systems, has already been received, and I can confirm that between January 1st, 2011 and February 16, 2024, departments reported that there have been 118 contracts with that supplier totaling $107.7 million. Providing accurate and open information about our contracts is essential to safeguarding the trust that Canadians put in their institutions. We are committed to working with all government organizations to fully meet our transparency obligations. Monsieur le Président, ceci met fin à mon allocution.
Mr. Chairperson, this concludes my speech. My colleagues and I will now be happy to respond to any questions.